Adam here with Brooksaw Antiques. Today I'm going to replace both knobs on a Hermes 3000 second generation. This also works on the third generation. And I have these two 3D printed knobs. I also have them in white. I design these and paint these myself. It's not easy to get that color right. It's about as close as you can get to that original color. They don't make that color in any kind of paint, so you gotta custom make it. Took me forever to get that right. So what we're going to do is remove this left knob first, and then we're going to remove the plastic on the original knob. As you can see, it's cracked right there. So you pull it out about as far as it'll go, it'll come out, and that's meant to come out so you can turn the platen without the line space retainer. And there's a screw on the inside. It's one single screw. Let's see if we can get a good camera angle. There we go. So when you remove that screw, you don't want to pull that knob out right away. That screw has to come all the way out. You can't just break the screw loose, and you want to be careful because it might get lost because this screw actually goes into a hole, so it needs to be completely removed. So now when you're pulling this out, you want to make sure that it's free, because if you pull out that sleeve on the inside, then you're going to have some problems. You don't want to pull that out. Okay, so now we have the knob out, and we're going to break off the old plastic. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold it in a rag like this and just hope that I can, because it's pretty brittle, and I got these pliers. There we go. So this is the one flaw of the Hermes 3000, and that just comes right out. Now, if you're having problems getting your knob off this metal thing, you can use a heat gun, get it nice and hot, and pull it off that way. That'll melt it. Okay, so now we have the old knob out of the way, and this is what you need for these 3D printed knobs to work. So if you don't have this, I do have another design that bypasses this on the, I'm not sure what side. I only have one side that I've done so far, but I could do the other side. I just haven't done it yet. Okay, so we're going to kind of seat it just like that. And you want to make sure that, because the left side has a notch for that hole, you want to make sure that's lined up. And it's supposed to be super duper tight, so it's not going to be that easy to seat it at first. But once it's seated, and you can tap it with a hammer. You don't want to tap it too hard, because then you'll start messing with the integrity of that metal. So now that it's lined up, I'm just going, and it's seated pretty good. I'm just going to put my palm on it like this and push it down, and you can feel it click. And I just lost my screw. It's best to have your screw in a container, but that's okay. I found it. All right. Now it's a little crooked, but that's okay. It's going to still work, and it needs to be pushed all the way in. See, I needed a little bit more. And now we have that. So now I want to set my platen at an angle so I have a good angle for that hole when I put the screw back in. But I have this fancy screwdriver that grips. It's for setting screws, so I'm going to use this. You can use any kind of screwdriver you want with a magnet that usually will hold it, but this is just to speed up the process. What that does is that grips so it doesn't fall out. And I'm just going to put that screw in like that. Just enough tightness so that it doesn't stay loose. And then you push it in and you test it. Very good. And that's it for the left. Let's do the right. This right one doesn't have a knob at all on it. And you technically don't even have to take that off, but so I'm going to do it anyway just for the video purposes. On the top side, there's two screws. Let's see if I can get an angle at that. You have to go from the inside unless you take this panel off. But as you can see, this screw right here is for the knob, and that screw is for the platen. So you want to get the ones that is closer to the end there. There's two of them. That's for the knob. I'm going to change my angle because I have to access that top part. You could see it from this angle here. You could see those two screws pretty good. There we go. And I'm just gonna, just lost my mic. Sorry about that. This is a typewriter tech trying to make videos. It's not always compatible. Okay, so I'm just gonna not remove these completely. I'm just gonna break them loose enough so I can just slide it off, and I don't have to, because these are not easy to set if you don't have one of those fancy screwdrivers. So you just want to keep those screws on. I'm just gonna do the same exact thing I did with the left side. I'm gonna seat it, and this one doesn't need to be lined up at all, like the other one. I'm gonna seat it. This is the hardest part, and it's not that hard, but it's meant to be super tight. So there we go. It's pretty good, enough to get it on the table and palm it down like this. And you want to use like your whole body weight, push it down. See, now that's fully seated. If it's not fully seated, then it might have problems. So you just want to make sure that's fully seated. This is designed to be perfect fit. So you just want to seat that correctly. And now we're going to tighten those two screws from the top. Nice and tight. And that's it. Now we have both knobs on. And your Hermes 3000 looks almost as good as the day you bought it back in the 70s, 60s. And that color, you can't even tell that it's a 3D printed knob. Color looks perfect. Now available on eBay or Etsy. Search Brooksaw Antiques.